Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Well, in today's video, we're going to be getting around to renovating the driveway garden. This is probably going to be part one of at least two parts in the driveway garden renovation. I have a lot of mulch to lay down, some new shrubs to go in the ground. The pathway is about halfway here. I have about half of the pathway now. Going to be adding a brand new sunflower bench over there. So we'll just see how much we can get accomplished in today's video over in the driveway garden. But before we get started on the renovation, I need to go ahead and harvest all these double quick sunflowers for an anniversary bouquet I'm working on this evening. So let's get started with that, and then let's get all hot and sweaty over in the driveway garden, and hopefully we can get at least maybe 3/4 of it accomplished today, and then I'll show you the grand reveal in the August garden tour. So let's get my bucket and snips and get to work. It's been a few years since I've grown double quick sunflowers, and I forgot how much I love them. They're so beautiful. Isn't that just a gorgeous sunflower? I couldn't sleep last night because I was so excited about cutting these sunflowers. It's so silly, but there's some days, especially when we first moved here, the first few years when I was trying to kind of turn this garden into a garden, where I just could not sleep at night. I was constantly thinking about what I wanted to do with the garden, and I would kind of plan out different designs in my head, and I would stay up all night doing it. Now I guess I dream of cutting flowers, and I can't sleep because of that. Can anyone else relate to that? You can't sleep because you're dreaming of garden plans? So most of these are the size that I was hoping for, but a few near the back there got a little bit too big. I think some of the seeds just must not have taken. But that's all right. Maybe I'll just cut those, about 3 that are a little bit too big for this bouquet, and put those on the kitchen counter. All right, friends, I think that looks good. So let me just go ahead and get these sunflowers and a few other cuts inside the house. And let's go ahead and head over to the driveway garden now so I can show you what the before looks like, and hopefully the after will be a lot better. So here's a look at the driveway garden before we get started. You can see basically all I've done is a little bit of weeding to this central path. And then I've laid down a lot of cardboard, but we still need to lay down a lot more against this back border of taller shrubs that I'm trying to establish. So friends, let's just dive right into this renovation. I started out by weeding and remulching the entire pathway. I'm using a pine bark nugget mulch, which I really love. I've never used this before, and it kind of gives a differing appearance from the hardwood mulch that I use around all my plants. Now I'm getting started on planting some Pugster blue butterfly bushes. These are dwarf butterfly bushes. We have those beautiful invincible spirit hydrangeas behind the bird bath, and they bloom a beautiful pink in June, but then they fade to kind of a more neutral green. It's beautiful, but I'd like a real pop and punch of color, and when I saw these Pugster butterfly bushes, I just thought they would be the perfect addition to the driveway garden. Now I have to tell you, when I was reviewing the footage for this video, well, first of all, I almost dropped a butterfly bush, but I just love seeing Rocky Cello in the background. I can't believe everything that he went through last year, and to have him back healthy and strong again, it's just a miracle, and I'm thankful for him every day. So a lot of this video is going to be just me mulching, but mulching sure does make a huge difference in a garden, doesn't it? And if you need to mulch a large area like this, man, cardboard is really the way to go. Cardboard will smother any weeds that you have in an area, and I just think it's a really great way to renovate an area without the back-breaking work of needing to do a bunch of weeding or lift a bunch of turf. I do like to lift the turf if I'm going to plant up the entire bed that season. That's what I did over in the hydrangea room. I know I was going to fill it up really quickly, but for this area where I want to take my time, let things grow in, let things establish, and add in perennials and annuals as time and money allow, I think this sheet mulching was really just an easy and inexpensive way to go. I'm super thankful for this new bench from Plow & Hearth. It's a beautiful sunflower bench, and it came together in just about 2 minutes. I was shocked how easy it was to put together, but it'll be a beautiful place to sit and enjoy this new park-like setting I'm trying to create. I also feel like the addition of this rolled bamboo pathway is just the perfect solution to what I am, which is probably an indecisive gardener. So I ordered 2 pieces that are 8 feet long, and those are straight, 1 piece that's 6 foot long, and that one's straight also. And then I ordered a lot of the 4-foot curved pieces, and those curved pieces I really enjoy. Those bring a lot of whimsy to the garden. Next, I decided to plant 3 summerific hibiscus in this garden. First of all, I couldn't pick up the price. At the nursery, they were only $17, and I think these cans are 5 or 7 gallons each. Doesn't that seem like a great deal? But I love the color of the blooms, but even more so, I love the purple foliage, and I thought this garden could really use some more purple foliage, just another pop of color, even when they're not in bloom. Okay friends, well I think I'm going to wrap up things here for the day. There's still a lot more to do in this renovation, but I am out of cardboard and mulch, and part of the pathway is still not here yet. So let's take a look around at how things are looking so far. I'm really happy with it. I think it really does have a park feel. What do you think? And I love this view from back here. Now that I see this view under this Coosa dogwood tree, maybe I'll have to put another bench back over here. What do you think about that? Let's look at it from the front. So the first thing we did is just remulch this path, and I used pine bark nuggets for this. Now the first 10 bags I had were true nuggets, and then the next 10 bags I picked up from Lowe's were mini nuggets, and I definitely prefer the regular size better, but they were out, so oh well. But I think the addition of this pathway from Plow & Hearth is just perfect. And I also picked out this pathway because, you know, I'm kind of always changing my mind in the garden. So it's nice to think that even if this formation works for now, but then I want to change it up next year, I have some flexibility there. And I think Rocky likes the new garden as well. I really love having this bird bath here as a focal point. I think that was needed and necessary. And I think that as this Invincible Spirit hedge kind of fills in over the years and these butterfly bushes fill in, we'll have a nice real enclosed feel and slightly formal feel over here. It looks like Rocky is getting cozy on the pathway. This celosia was already here. We planted this from seed very early on in the season. Then I added in 3 summerific hibiscus, and you know, I've never been a huge fan of hibiscus. What about you? But I noticed this past year that I lost the hibiscus that had originally belonged to my grandma. So I wanted to add in a few more back into the garden. You can see here's where I need a little bit more pathway, but it's going to be so wonderful to be able to sit here on this bench. These hydrangeas are going to get much larger in the years to come, 6 to 8 feet on limelight hydrangeas normally. So we'll have a really nice shield from kind of the street there. You can see I ran out of cardboard and mulch here, but I think too having this back border of taller shrubs, and we'll just have to be patient. That's okay, I can be patient. Once we get that taller mixed shrub border back here, it'll really give a much more enclosed feel to the space, and I hope a much more park-like appearance. So friends, let me know what you think of the driveway garden renovation so far. Maybe some things that I'm missing that you think I might need, maybe some things that need moved around some more. I'm open to any and all suggestions always. I am definitely not a garden designer. I'm just a lover of gardening, and you know, I'm so passionate about growing things from seed and propagating plants. It just brings my heart so much joy. But when it comes to design, I kind of know the feel that I'm after, but I'm not sure I always execute it as good as someone who, of course, went to school for that. Of course, you know, I'm not a professional, just trying my best here. But what I do really love is this view from back here, guys. And this is so unexpected. Let me just back up a little bit more for you. And I just bordered the edge of this garden bed with some logs I had from the property. So the cardboard goes all the way to the logs, and then I just stuck the log right there on the end. And I think I'll just be able to weed whack around all these logs, and hopefully that should work out just fine. What do you think, friends? I think it's feeling a little bit peaceful back here. And that is a glorious, glorious thing. So friends, even though this garden is not complete yet, I'm really excited to kind of see the vision for this park setting all come together. I think having the pathway here and the bench and the birdhouse really kind of gives it that park feel that I'm after. Of course, this is going to be kind of an ongoing renovation as the season moves on. And really my goal for this fall going into winter is just to get the bones in place. I don't think I'll really put in too many perennials, no annuals. I am going to jam pack it full of daffodils, so we'll definitely do that come this fall. But it's really just nice to have this pathway here, to have a focal point in the garden, to have a place to sit that's actually somewhere where you can sit, because the bench that we had here previously was actually falling apart, so it was more just a focal feature, but we couldn't actually sit there. So friends, I'll show you this renovation fully completed probably in the August garden tour, I'm hoping. I'm still waiting for those 4-foot curved pieces to come in. But I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Here's a look at how my mom's bouquet turned out. So here we have it, friends. I picked up this vase, which is a candle holder from our local consignment store. And then I just filled the vase with some hydrangea foliage, stuck in all these gorgeous double quick sunflowers, a little bit of strap flower, a little bit of sedum and forget-me-not, and a little bit of celosia in there as well. But I know my mom loves sunflowers, so I'm really hoping she'll love this anniversary sunflower bouquet. Fingers crossed. And I just want to wish you all a wonderful day in your gardens, and I hope to see you all sometime soon. Bye!